I'm Mike Eldred from the Fender Custom Shop. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about these guitars. These are called La Cabronita Especials, and they're really kind of a neat guitar that we came out with late last year, and we've been releasing a little at a time, different colors. The two pickup guitars, like this is Candy Apple Red. We're only making 20 of these, and then there's a single pickup. There's only 10 of those. And that's for the world. So, but it's really kind of a fun guitar. What we kind of look at the Fender Custom Shop is we look at sometimes that we're making like different colors or paint brushes for guitar players and bass players who are looking to add something different to their arsenal of guitars. And this is kind of an interesting guitar for us. It kind of fits in a different place than a regular Tele or a Stratocaster or something like that. It gives you a bunch of different sounds, and it's really kind of geared for the musician who's recording a lot, to be honest with you, because it's a very versatile guitar that gives you a bunch of different Tele sounds and more of a rock guitar sound too. But it still gets a lot of the twang stuff. It's kind of like a Tele on steroids, I guess. It has two TV Jones Filtertron pickups on here. They're really great pickups. We like these pickups a lot to put in guitars because they have a bunch of really interesting tones to them, and especially on this platform, it has a non-tremolo Strat bridge basically that's kind of a little bit different. It has milled stainless saddles on it. It is a narrower spacing, like an American standard spacing. On the two pickup version, there's volume and a tone, but then there's this really cool wiring that we'll get into a little bit later. It has a nice C-shaped neck on it with 6105 fret wire on it, 9.5-inch radius. These elite Perl tuners from Perl that are kind of cool, and the guitar just looks really neat. This is a pick guard that was kind of designed by a guy named David Brown who works in the custom shop, and I sat down with him and I said, "Well, you just come up with something that you like," and he came up with this design, which is kind of it's kind of similar to the Pine Tele Proto, but a little bit different. And I don't know, it's just it all goes together to make this really cool guitar. So the thing that's happening about this guitar, especially with the two pickup one, is the wiring. On the one pickup guitar, there's a volume and a tone, obviously no switch, and the volume just works like a normal volume, but the tone control works. It's what we call a grease bucket, and it's a tone control circuit that we kind of developed for Billy Gibbons from ZZ Top. And what it does is it rolls off the high end but keeps all the gain happening in the guitar, so you can get a lot of the real low end stuff out of the guitar and not lose that gain structure. So that's on the one pickup. On the two pickup, it's a little bit different. We wanted to keep it simple, but we wanted to have some kind of pre-voiced things that were really kind of cool for recording stuff. So the guitar has a volume and a switch. So I'm going to keep it down a little bit. I'll turn it up a little bit later just so you can hear kind of some of the grindy sounds out of it. It's a back pickup. Both pickups. So you get a lot of like I said, the Tele sounds, but it's more fatter, more like a lower mid-range type of sound. And the front pickup. So that's the three pickups without the switch on it. When you put this S1 switch, which is right here in the knob, it's in the top there, what it does is it puts a capacitor network across the wiring, and it kind of notches the guitar a little bit. And when you're recording stuff, a lot of engineers will, play, you do one guitar part with one guitar, and then they'll say, hey, pick up another guitar and do the second guitar part with that, because it sits in the frequency spectrum a little differently. And so when we do this with the switch on here, it kind of shifts the frequency of the guitar overall, and I'll let you hear that. That's without it. That's with it. So it's kind of. Frequency jump up a little bit right in there. So this guitar, it's going to sit in the track a little bit different when you go to record it. When you turn it up, the guitar, you can hear this. You can hear what's going on too. That's without it. So you can, it's almost like a half-cocked wah-wah pedal. It sits in the track a little bit differently, and then whenever you're using the other pickup sounds, it's there too. Here's a front pickup. Back pickup. So it's a real interesting wiring, and it gives you a lot of different sounds out of a 2-pickup guitar. You know, you could talk about it forever, but it's just a fun guitar that sits in that track. When we first came out with this guitar, I took one down to John Mayer to use in the studio for him to try out, because he always liked to try a bunch of different guitars in the studio. And what John does is he marries guitars to songs. So the guitar that he recorded Vultures with is the guitar that he plays live. He just makes sure that happens. And so what we did is we took a white one 2-pickup down there, and he used it on one of the songs on the record. I think it's called Perfectly Lonely. I think that's what it is. If not, I'm wrong, and you'll have to look and see. But he really likes the guitar a lot. Keith Urban has been playing a couple of these, and it's become his #1 guitar. And he just ordered today, as a matter of fact, he just ordered another 2-pickup version of it. So it's just kind of a cool guitar. Now, this is what I like about this guitar a lot, because when we came up with this, a lot of what we were thinking about was, you know, some conversations and inspirations and things that we've had with Billy Gibbons. And so this is really kind of what the guitar is focused in to sound like. And so I'm going to put the switch on, back pickup. You know, lose any of that gain structure, and it puts it in the mix of a really nice thing. So Music Zoo has several of these, and this is the thing that we like to do in the custom shop too, is we come out with stuff, then we stop making them, and we just stopped making this guitar. So Music Zoo has some. They're really, really great. Come on down, try them out, plug it in, turn it up, and check it out.